Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Leading the Raiders sideline, that is head coach Pete Carroll. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. Across the field, head coach Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. It's Smith. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down, Smith to throw. Completed over the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 now.
48-yard line.
Now first run of the game, Zamir White. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
It's a gain of 29. And the Las Vegas
From the gun, Laube. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
a gain of 10. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Smith on 3rd and short. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And even worse, Brock, it's going to bring up 4th down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Set to return. Here's Anaya Smith. Things going well so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
I think we could give him a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. 2 touchdowns, though. That's the ball he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
First down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Laube with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So Coach Pete Carroll ushers his Raider offense back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Now Smith. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. From the gun, Smith. So this one on the defense.
That's interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Now Smith taking off with it. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Throwing out to the left. Cut. Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Smith on third and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And on third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now the Raiders ready in for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He's caught. He's got Brown. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31.
Hurts now from the gun. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. We've set it down from 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Play action. Hurts has it. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Hurts throwing again. He brings it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles break the tie here in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Roundy with the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Smith. Finds his fullback. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And once again, they can't connect.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. the 20.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
A gain of 6. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Completed left side to Smith. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Eagles.
Barkley trying this up the gut. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
He was brought down at the 40.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
We'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Sending them on the dime. This is ahead for about 5. Was Reed Blankenship making the stop. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Drawing up the design keeper. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. A gain of 15 there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas 1st down. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. On 1st down, here's Smith. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
That's another Raiders.
And again, it's Smith. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shotgun handoff to Laube. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Completed over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Raiders first down. First down, Las Vegas.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see the middle of the dike.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Dory Jackson now to return it. Keeps away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Barkley on a shotgun handoff. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. A play fake now hurts to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. He was defended by Quandre Diggs.
Throw here, 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Now the give to Laube. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. Here's Smith. He puts a mirror under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down. A gain of 37 yards. And the Raiders 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Laube again. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith sends this to the end zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. First down throwing for Hurts. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he reaches the 35 before going out. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Short pass Bryant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout.
That's another.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts throwing again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it.